play it to me again?
So that's quite interesting, that.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 unbelievable most haunted moments.
What's happened is that Derek sometimes gets possessed.
Oh, it's like my fingers are shaking. But they're not. The table's moving.
What's going on here?
What have you seen?
Yeah, he's aware. Look at him.
Oh, good God, what's here?
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're going to be looking at the most over-the-top and shocking moments ever seen on Britain's foremost ghost hunting show. Let us know in the comments which one will change the way you think about the paranormal. Number 10. Evacuated. During an investigation of Tamworth Castle, the team search ground to a complete halt after the fire alarm dramatically goes off.
If you can, please, could you try to communicate with us?
Jesus Christ!
It's an old fire alarm system, and fire alarms can be notoriously flighty, often set off by something completely harmless. But that's not good enough for Yvette. After talking to the castle's curator, absolutely nothing happened that could have set off the alarm, and there's no evidence of any glass being broken on purpose.
We've checked all the detectors, and the detector that goes off flashes a little red light. None of the detectors are flashing, so none of them have been activated.
In fact, the system hasn't even indicated the location in the building that triggered it. Yvette's quick to blame a pesky ghost, perhaps showing them a sign that it can't be bothered putting up with them anymore.
It wasn't until we were editing this programme that we noticed that the locked-off camera facing the haunted staircase moves on its own. Seconds later, the door bangs.
Number 9. Francis.
Francis.
You're Francis, are you?
The late Derek Acorah was a fixture in the early episodes of Most Haunted, thanks to his volatile possessions in practically every episode. However, one of his most memorable came during the 2004 Easter edition of Most Haunted Live, in which he was supposedly taken over by an angry ghost named Francis.
You hussy.
Oh, am I? You don't scare me.
You hussy.
Am I? I don't think so.
You hussy.
No, I'm not. So tell me, you don't scare me one bit. No, you don't scare me. Don't come near me because you don't scare me.
Yvette was put in a horrible position when the ghost's rage picked her as a target.
Take thy hand off me, wench.
No, you don't scare me. Come on, what's your surname?
Oh, scuttle your legs.
While Acorah was later accused of faking his supernatural abilities, this moment was nonetheless absolutely chilling. Number 8. Chris Burton quits. Plenty of people have come and gone on Most Haunted over the years, but only Chris Burton quit in the middle of an episode.
It was like... How can I just...
Whoa.
What?
There's footsteps. Come on, you heard that?
No, I didn't hear that.
During an eventful investigation where the team staked out the National Emergency Services Museum, the team heard some loud noises and an object is violently thrown across the room. The camera completely died after this point, and when we came back, Chris was explaining to Stuart that he's leaving.
I've just had enough, Stu. That was too much up there, so I'm going to hit the road and leave those demons to you, mate.
Mid-investigation, Chris took off for greener pastures after the night's events were just too extreme for him to cope with. Wandering around haunted buildings after dark will become too much for anyone eventually, except Yvette, of course.
Hello? Where's Greg? Hello?
Number 7. Blackpool.
What is that noise? Hang on, wait a minute. I'm getting a bit freaked out here.
Blackpool Pleasure Beach has all kinds of boasts, once having the tallest roller coaster in the world, the big one, until it was ousted from its throne. But it also has the world's oldest ghost train still in operation, and wouldn't you know it, the ghost train is notoriously haunted. While the ghost train is genuinely spooky and has a story behind its spectre, also haunted is one of the gift shops.
Cynthia. Who's Cynthia?
Cynthia.
The shop is supposedly inhabited by the ghost of a little girl who moves items around the shop.
I've just seen a shadow against that window there.
The team were unable to make proper contact with this ghost or see any items move, but their time there was still spectacularly eerie.
That noise. It's coming from around there.
Number 6. Visiting Corrie.
I mean, it's now you look at it, we're outside and it's a great atmosphere and bright, but I can tell you that when you're filming late at night, sometimes when you're walking down the cobbles, it's quite a spooky place.
Even stranger than the infamously haunted theme park gift shop is an infamously haunted television set. But the old set of Coronation Street, one of the UK's most popular soap operas, has long been rumoured to be haunted, so much so that an exorcist was called in before it was demolished.
I've gone really cold, am I? Okay.
Long before that, the most haunted crew were sent in to investigate. It's haunted not only by former cast members, but crew members too, not to mention the supposed large graveyard that used to exit on the same site.
Is there anybody there? I've got one!
Taking some Corrie actors with them, they investigate the Haunted Rovers Return bar in one of the most surreal, most haunted episodes in history.
You're absolutely.
Number 5. Wheelchair.
Just hit me. But
Celebrities have often joined the investigations, and during this return trip to Newton House in Wales, the team was joined by Welsh metal band Bullet for My Valentine. Maybe the ghosts are fans of the boys, because there was finally some proper paranormal activity caught on tape. With a motion detector and night vision camera set up in one of the rooms, the motion detector starts going off, and then an empty wheelchair rolls slowly towards the camera. And whether the ghosts liked metal or not, they certainly didn't like Carl, giving him quite a few nasty scratches. Number 4. Yvette vs. Knife. Poltergeists are notorious for throwing things around rooms. That's why they're called poltergeists after all, and the Most Haunted team have encountered many of them since the show started. But on more than one occasion, members of the crew, usually Yvette and Carl, have had dangerous objects thrown at them, including a knife, at least twice.
Oh, so it's thrown. Something's right on my foot. It's a knife. Oh my god!
During investigations of both Lower Southwood Cottage and Standon Hall, knives have found their way to the crew, with one landing upright and stuck into the floor.
got it.
Just keep your foot still, Yvette.
I'll take it off.
It's alright.
Even more dramatic, Yvette once had a crowbar thrown at her during filming, which she says could have killed her.
That's the. That's where they come from before.
I thought it came from.
Number 3. Say What You Want to Me. EVPs, or electronic voice phenomena, are a vital part of modern ghost hunting. All an EVP really is, though, is a recording of an auditory phenomenon, usually the voice of an alleged ghost. When Most Haunted started using them, they got this particularly dramatic recording.
What did we get?
Right, well, we got some really good voices actually that came through.
It happened when one of the crew, Fred, was performing a vigil, asking questions of any spirits that happened to be present. And he got quite a shocking answer, when the ghost tells Fred to say what you want to me.
Because when Fred was asking questions earlier, we got something saying, say what you want to me.
Oh.
Listening back to the clip, Yvette's rightly spooked. Still, what did they expect from a derelict funeral parlour? Number 2. Phantom Monkey. The very first episode featured an encounter they wouldn't soon forget, with the supposedly famous ghost of Martin's ape.
What is that noise? Shh, shh. Oh my god.
The ape was a very real primate that was kept as an exotic pet by the Martin family over 500 years ago, which died in strange circumstances after being trapped in a cellar. And of course, Derek Okora is ready and willing to connect with the ghost of the monkey at any opportunity.
This is the stairwell down. And the monkey used to go, and it'd go into the cellar.
The legend tells us that the monkey is enraged and that it was mistakenly locked away, where it starved to death and is out for revenge on anybody who visits Athelhampton. Derek surprisingly goes against the history we're actually told, however, insisting that the spirit is friendly.
I don't feel in any way, shape or form as if this monkey was distressed before leaving its physical body.
Number 1, the Wentworth Ghost. It only took 15 years, but finally, the crew were able to actually catch a ghost on camera.
A noise is kind of, I don't know, it's like in the centre, here.
While investigating Wentworth Woodhouse in 2017, Stuart and Carl are on their own conducting a vigil.
Carl, I can see it now. Go for it, go for it. I'm right behind you,
At the far end of an empty corridor, right where the camera is looking, you can clearly see an ethereal figure appear and walk off. Stuart and Carl give chase, but there's nobody to be found.
What's that? What's that? There.
While you could easily say it's a trick, if they were going to show us a fake ghost, they probably would have done it long before the show was originally axed in 2014. Did Most Haunted finally find the evidence they set out to gather back in 2002?
There's definitely something here, isn't there?
Definitely, yeah.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.